Being in any relationship with a narcissistic individual is going to negatively impact your life, including negatively impacting your mental health. And any issues that you notice from being around a narcissistic individual, please do add those into the comments for people reading through so that they know they're not alone in their experience. Being around a narcissist can have significant mental health effects on you, as their manipulative and their controlling behaviour often takes a massive toll on your emotional well-being. There's lots of different side effects, and this video is just to cover a few of those. One of the first is that chronic anxiety, constantly walking on eggshells to avoid upsetting a narcissist can lead to persistent anxiety, fearing that car pulling up on the driveway, fearing the key in the door, fearing what mood they're going to wake up in next. You find yourself worrying about their next outburst, worrying whether you've said the right thing or whether you can say it in the right way, worrying about expressing your thoughts, your opinions, your feelings, worrying about how to keep them happy, whether you're doing enough to meet their demands. And this heightened state of stress often leads to that chronic anxiety, making everyday interactions with the narcissist feel overwhelming, and it overflows into other areas of your life where everyday interactions become overwhelming. This can lead on to things like depression, the emotional and mental abuse, the manipulation from a narcissistic individual often leaves you feeling hopeless and completely exhausted and drained. You can also end up with things like brain fog, so you feel like you're losing control of your life, which helps with the prolonged symptoms of depression. When a narcissist devalues you, when they dismiss you, it erodes your self-esteem, it erodes your sense of self-worth, it erodes your confidence, it makes you believe that no matter what you do, it's never enough, leading to feelings of sadness, loneliness, depression. And that's without them falling silent on you, disappearing on you, isolating you from friends and family and work and hobbies. Over time, this constant emotional turmoil can cause you to feel as though you've lost control over your own life and your own happiness. A low self-esteem. Narcissists often use tactics like gaslighting, criticism, unjust comparisons, triangulation, to make other people feel like they're not enough, to make other people feel inadequate. This constant devaluation and emotional manipulation leads to a diminished sense of self-esteem. You begin to believe that you're not good enough, that no matter what you do, it is never enough. And this can also lead to your confidence being eroded. So you're then questioning your own abilities, which then spirals into depression because you no longer feel like you're able. You can get that imposter syndrome, feeling like nothing you do is right. It makes you question your own instincts and leads to a diminished sense of self-worth. Can lead to that cognitive dissonance where you are living a reality that they're being sold to you and the reality that you're living, and you want to believe the less painful reality. It occurs when your beliefs or your perceptions clash with actual reality. With a narcissist, you'll often struggle to differentiate between the idealized promises and their toxic behaviors because they gaslight them away or they shift the blame onto you. This confusion stems from the mixed signals that the narcissist delivers you through their love bombing, followed by their neglect, and then blaming you, leaving you questioning your own understanding of what's happening, believing you're the problem, contributing to that emotional and mental strain. It can lead to PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, or CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Over time, prolonged exposure to a narcissistic individual can lead to PTSD. The constant emotional manipulation, the devaluation, the gaslighting, the never-ending mind games causes significant trauma. Victims of narcissistic abuse often experience symptoms such as flashbacks, nightmares, hypervigilance, and emotional numbness, which are all hallmarks of PTSD. Victims of narcissistic abuse can end up in a state of hypervigilance. Living with a narcissist, victims become hyper-aware of every interaction, every detail, constantly monitoring the narcissist's mood, the narcissist's behaviours. This heightened sense of alertness is often driven by a fear of the narcissist's reactions, and it often leaves you feeling exhausted, especially when they send you into those circular arguments where you just can't win. They look to wear you down so that they can get their own way. You find yourself second guessing yourself, second guessing everything, second guessing their every move, not knowing what might set them off next, not knowing what you've done wrong, even when you've not done anything wrong, questioning what's wrong with you because they've usually shifted all the blame onto you. It creates that constant state of mental and emotional tension within you. These mental health side effects from narcissistic abuse are serious and can impact every aspect of your daily life. It's essential to recognize the signs and seek the right support to break free from these kinds of toxic relationships with narcissistic individuals so that you can begin to prioritize your well-being and your healing. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do have a couple of one-to-one slots available. If you're looking for further reading, I do have several books out on Amazon: How to Create Boundaries Around Those Who Have No Respect for Your Boundaries, Healing from Narcissistic Abuse, a guided journal for empowerment and recovery, 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people, how to stay sane and break the chain, a narcissist handbook, the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, and hopefully the first in a 3-part series, Behind the Mask, The Rise of a Narcissist, and they are all available on Amazon if you'd like to go and check those out. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.